Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel once again. In today's video we are going to analyze different kind of pairs, and then all you have to do is to watch this video to the end. um, Ensure that you take note of some very important things I'll be mentioning in this video. All right, so in all these pairs that I'm going to analyze, maybe 3 or 4 pairs, I'm not sure how many there will be, but just ensure that you follow them up. All right, once the market plays out, take use the opportunity to make some profit. All right, the market goes against you, ensure that you are losing very little, because I cannot tell you the analysis must be or must work. All right, the market must respect it, because nobody can tell you that as long as trading is concerned. All right, so just follow up with what we are doing here. So this is the first pair we're looking at. This is a multi-step 2 index. Looking at this pair right now, we do not have a clear setup at the moment, but from what we can see, the market has been buying. All right, then since the market has been buying, and if you can see, we had a break of structure here, did we? Okay, yes, we had a break of structure here at this point. Then for now, the market, if we have a movement like this with our trend line, we have something like this, and then if I duplicate this line, we'll be having something else like this. This is a sign that the market would want to change direction. So all we want to see is a successful change of character. All right, a successful change of character, because why I'm saying, although we already have a change of character here at this point, because but looking at the structure on its own, if the market can just go below this base level of this pattern, then retest, then we stand a higher chance of taking some sales. Now the change of character was referring to is this particular low here. Okay, we already have a change of character. Okay, so we had the market sell this a little pullback, then it sold. So we had a break of structure here. Then this is the lowest point the market went to before it started buying. Then we had a change of character here. One moment, guys, let's just look at it closely. We had a change of character here. After we had this change of character here, then we had the market broke structure again here at this point. There's a break of structure here at this point, kept on buying and buying, then it got to this side. So at this point, so what we are having here, we had a change of character at this point again. So the market is actually bearish. So after the market broke from this strong support level, we've not had a retest yet. So we'll expect the market to do a pullback, to do a proper retest. Even if the retest is around this zone, then we want to see the market giving us the very nice opportunity to take some sales. Mind you, this pair is a volatile pair. If you have a good account size before you can think of trading this pair, if your account size is small, you may want to stay away. All right, with a loss of 0.3, if you take an entry here, your stop loss, you can see just here is about $270 stop loss. But if you bring it down, see, it's a volatile pair, so only ensure you have a good account size before you think of trading this pair. All right, so what we are expecting now is a pullback to a strong zone like this before we think of taking some sales. And I believe by the time, based on what I can see on this 4-hourly time frame, by the time we go to a much lower time frame, we will spot something that looks like a retracement, like the market wants to start buying. Okay, so right now, if the market can successfully break and close above this particular high, this is the recent lower high on the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, then we would want to see the market coming back to retest this particular level here. We want to see something like this. Then the market comes back to retest this level, this particular level. Then we want to see some buy moves from here to this zone. Okay, that's what I would want to see. Okay, but if this doesn't happen, then the market continued with the sales, then so be it. Just wait for it to clear the nearest support zone, retest before you think of taking an entry. Okay, but if the market can just do what I have just sketched here, then you're taking an entry from this zone, you're making some good profit. Okay, you make some good profit. All right, so let's quickly look at another pair. Let's look at step 200 index. Okay, so step 200 index right now, you can see the market tends to be bearish, but okay, we've already had a change of character, so the market is now bullish. So we're looking for buy opportunities, and it's already playing out, because from what I can see here, we had a low at this point. This was a low, this was a higher high, this is a previous high, this is a higher high, this is a pullback, and the market is about to start. It has already started buying. Okay, so but I think we can still go down to the lower time frame to see if there is an opportunity there. Okay, so on this 1 hourly time frame, we do not have anything yet, although I can see previously there was a little breakout here. There was a little breakout here, and then the market just closed above this zone on the daily, on the 1 hourly time frame. So the next candlestick may just do a little retracement to the zone, to this zone, before it then continues with the buys. So for that reason, I don't know when you're going to be watching this video. The market gives you that opportunity, you can take the buys, but it's also best you go to the 15 minutes time frame to spot your entry. You can see the 15 minutes time frame now. We have a bearish candlestick now, meaning the market can possibly start selling to this zone. From here, you take an entry to buy. Okay, you take the buys, and where are you targeting? The high at the top. On the 4 hourly time frame, you should be targeting this recent high that was just created. This pair also is a very volatile pair, so you have to be careful with it. So let's look at another pair quickly. Let's go to another. Which other pair? This VIX 25 index, the 25-1S. This 25-1S, you can see we have it's bearish, although, but we have a bullish structure here. So if you understand the continuation story, let me just look at the daily time frame for this pair. Okay, the market is rejecting from this level. From this level, you can see this is actually a strong level in the market, and it's trying to reject that zone. It's already rejecting, looks like wants to buy from that zone. Okay, so at this point, if you go to the, let's say, the 4 hourly time frame like we saw earlier, the market is now giving us a bullish structure, but this bullish structure is not enough to move the market to the upside. So you would want to see the market selling, because now currently the market is around a an order block formation. So I would want to see the market do some sales to the downside. Market has to sell to the downside first, then some bit of movement before it thinks of going up. Else the market will break into the downside. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I want to see the movements within this structure, but at the end I'm expecting the market to possibly break to the downside. So if you can go to a lower time frame to spot your entry right here, if you can go to a lower time frame like the 1 hourly, 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 1 minute, to get a good entry right here, then you can hold the trade down. Although this structure looks bullish, but trust me, the market will be selling. That is what it looks like. All of you, anybody who understands chart pattern should know that a channel pattern like this, a bullish channel, is always breaking to the downside. All right, it's always breaking to the downside. So expect this market to possibly break to the downside. But before you take an entry, remember to go to a lower time frame. On the lower time frame, look for structures that confirm the market is going to sell. Structures like head and shoulders pattern, double tops, bearish engulfing candlestick, or if you understand our engulfing candlestick strategy, look for a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. Then always set your stop loss close by, and take your entry from there. You see, you make some good profits. It's a very volatile pair, but it can give you so much profit if you are careful with it. Okay, even with a $10 account, you can still enter this trade, even with 2 positions. Ensure you go to a lower time frame so you can risk nothing. You can risk at least, even if it is even if you risk $3 or $4 on the 2 positions, you can still make some good profit. The market goes your way. All right. So let's go to a different pair now. Quickly go to a different pair. Let me pick one other random pair like now. Okay, this is volatility 101s. On volatility 101s, what do we have now? Okay, the market has been trying to be bullish. You can see we have a high. We have a high here, a higher low. This is a higher high. Wait, okay, it's a higher high, but this low is okay. So it looks like we had a change of character and another change of character. The market is overall bullish. All right, the market is overall bullish. So for this reason, this becomes a valid high, and this is the low. So this is a new high, and the market just created a new low. So it's already buying. So we do not have a good setup at the moment on this pair. We do not have a good setup at the moment for this pair. As you can see, the market structure strategy is already playing out on this pair. it already came pulled back and now it is buying. So if you want to join this particular trade, all you have to do is wait for a bearish move, like the market has to pull back. Although on this 4-hourly time frame, you can see there is a breakout here. We have a breakout here, as you can see. There is a break. Let me get the rectangle. We have a breakout somewhere here. Okay, that's the breakout there, and the market is expected to possibly come back and do a retest. So if the market can come back to do a retest on this play, let me check the 1-hourly time frame. Okay, you can see we had the breakout here. Market broke out of this zone. It is yet to do a retest, so we can just come back to do a retest. Okay, there's a sign it can come because we're having a bearish engulfing candlestick pattern already, so the market can possibly just come down here. On coming down here to do the retest, from here you find your entry by going down to lower time frame, spot your entry from this zone, and you take your buys to where this particular high here, because the market is already bullish. The market structure is bullish. Okay, so you just take your profit at this higher level, at this point here. Okay, so you take your profit. So that's it for this pair. Okay, there are several other pairs, guys. There's no way you just go through different pairs and you won't find at least one particular setup that matches your strategy, or find one that can accommodate your account size, because some of the pairs you may find may be too large for you, maybe too not appropriate for your account size, because you may have a small account size and you're finding a setup on step 400 index, or sorry, step index 400 or step index 200, which is very volatile, or even boom 300 index. So you have to run away. All right, look for a pair that you can trade. So let's just check one boom and crash pair quickly and see what we have there. So randomly, I will just choose okay, this boom 600 index. On boom 600 index, what do we have here, guys? Let's look at the daily time frame first. Although I can see a strong consolidation here. So in fact, this is a setup. See, setups are always available on the chart. It depends on the strategy you are trading. Okay, so if you trade a break and retest strategy, this is a setup for you. But if you're trading the market structure, you may not find a setup at the moment, or you're trading any other strategy, you may not find a setup on this pair. So everybody's always having a setup. A trader is always having a setup depending on his strategy. So where you do not find a strategy, a different trader has where you do not find a setup, a different trader can find a setup at that same point. So now I can see setup here, but this one you'll be trading the break and retest. You can see the series of the number of candlesticks. We have a very strong consolidation level, and this is, I think, the daily time frame consolidation. Let me see daily time frame. Okay, you can see clearly it's a daily time frame consolidation. Also, we want to see the market breaking out on this the daily time frame and retesting this zone. From there, you can take a buy from this zone. Take the buy right here on this zone. The minimum lot size is 0.2. Then if you can just try to hold up to this level, this is about $19 profit. Okay, then if you can hold up to this level, this is about $41 with the minimum lot size. Okay, so that is all for this particular video. I just hope you've learned one or two things. You see the way I went through all those pairs, it's easy because I understand them, and if you practice, it's going to be easy for you too. You don't need to be staying on the chart from morning to night to pick a good before you can find a good setup. Just understand what you're looking for. As you open the chart, you go to a particular time frame you want to find it. If you can't find it, you go to a different pair, just like that. Before you know, before you spend up to 30 minutes, you should be able to find at least one good setup, all right, that matches your strategy. You can see what I did. I just picked this pairs randomly. Okay, just random pairs. Anyone that works, I pick. Now, also, let me show you guys something about this particular one. I just showed you guys about the break and retest on the daily time frame. As you can see, the structure of this market is somehow bullish. Is it still bullish? All right, because if you look closely, our higher high on the daily time frame, this is the latest high the market created, and then we've not had any break of structure around there. The last time we had a break of structure was here. All right, this where we had a break of structure. So this makes this particular level the only valid higher low. All right. Then for that reason, we had a change of character. So this was actually a pullback. Then the market sold to this level. Now, selling to this level, we have this strong consolidation here. When we have strong consolidations like this, because we're expecting, normally you'll be expecting the market to do what? To continue with the sales. After a change of character and a pullback, the market is supposed to be selling massively to the downside. But unfortunately, we have this strong consolidation here. This can also mean the market is not ready to continue with the sales. So it might just from here continue with the buys, maybe to a certain other level before it thinks of coming down. Or maybe on the weekly time frame, there is something else we are not seeing. Okay, there may be something else that we are not seeing on the weekly time frame. Okay, you can see what I'm even talking about. See, on the weekly time frame, we are having an inverted head and shoulders pattern, as you can see. All right, this is an inverted head and shoulders pattern on the weekly time frame, and we had a change of character here. We had a change of character, meaning what? It means that the boom 600 index on the weekly time frame is now bullish. All right, so the structure we are seeing on the 4 hourly time, on the daily time frame, is just an something we can use to trade only on that daily time frame, and we have to be careful with the weekly time frame zones. And you can see with our trend line here, we can see that the market is respecting this movement here. Okay, the market is respecting this movement here, so it can decide to buy from where it is. You can see it can decide to buy from where it is. So you can get a good entry on the daily time frame for a buy, then you stand a higher chance of making some good profit. Just imagine you can get an entry from it. Sometimes challenge yourself, try to get these entries on higher time frame from a higher time frame setup. Try to hold it. If you can do this on a demo account, trust me, like holding the trade up to this level on a demo account, $114. Then when you go to your real account, at least you should be able to make $50. I can't emphasize on much on that for now, but if you understand what I'm trying to say, just try and do it. All right, so like this video, share your thoughts in the comment section, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in my mentorship, we've started the November mentorship batch, and if you're interested, you still have a window of an opportunity. We only had a class yesterday, so you can still join us. So you can be available in the subsequent classes. All right, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay blessed and peace out.